Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. So last time we cleaned up look at this floor. Doesn't look great, but now we've got all this crap we have to clean up. So let's just get to it and finish this up today. Oh heck yeah. I wonder if this whole thing is this, or like do the different it's different colors. Sure, that's neat. Very interesting. I was talking to somebody the other day about practicing and how practice makes habits, and you have to practice. It does not make perfect. That saying is objectively wrong. Each of that little slice. Wait, what? I missed what I cleaned. So whatever, doesn't matter. So I don't know what did I get? Maybe this bottom part. I'm not sure. Nope. So each individual quarter. Got it. I got it. Not sure what that first one was, but I'll take it. This is going a little bit faster than the floor. The floor was, man, that was a nightmare. Holy crap. I like that there's small rewards as you go. Anyway, I was talking about practicing. Now, practice does not make perfect. Practice makes habits. And if you practice properly, you'll have good habits. And they were mentioning we talked about music and practicing, and when you're a professional musician, I mentioned before, I'm a formerly trained musician, I used to be professional, and there. You have to, if you're a professional musician, you typically practice a lot. I think probably classical and jazz musicians maybe practice more than most musicians, but regardless, you do have to practice quite a bit. You have to keep up your chops. You have to learn new techniques and skills. And I don't think it's a whole lot different for other things too, right? For other disciplines. It's a muscle, and you have to flex that muscle and use it in order to get better at it. It's like working out. Or, I'm assuming it's also like sports ball. You have to learn proper ways to do different techniques. Once you learn that, then you start doing it, you keep practicing it, and it just becomes second nature. I think that's a good life lesson, Just really concentrate and think about the way to do stuff and the way to approach things and the way to handle things, and maybe there's more efficient ways. And that's not always to say that you can't do your own thing, right? In general, rules are meant to be broken, but I think that you need to know how to break the rules and why those rules exist in order to break them properly. I think that is a pitfall that some people can fall into with music and other things too. Any kind of discipline, I suppose. It's a good life lesson, though, I think. Okay. All right, this little go-round thing. Is this a merry-go-round? I don't think it's called a merry-go-round. Like, I always think the merry-go-round is the one with like the horses and unicorns and stuff. I don't know what it's called, though, properly. Okay. Yep. Get everything off. Get all this grunge off. I don't know how did this get so dirty? Like, every single thing in this town just has a layer of muck and scum on it, and I don't understand it. A little bit there, yeah. We have to get some in the middle too. Definitely. There we go. Probably a couple we're going to miss. I have no doubt. Yep. I thought so. Sneaky. Very sneaky. Having us do underneath. Can I get lower than this? I think that's the lowest I get. Yeah, that is the lowest I get. So this is a little tricky because I can't quite fit under here. Okay. Yeah, some of the stuff we can get is easy to knock off, though. Hopefully it'll be a little kind to us. There, did we get it all? Let's check. Bench. Bench, bin. Oh, benches and bins. I didn't know we had to clean those. Holy crap. See, climbing pole, floor edge. Yeah, we got all that. We got all the floor stuff. Roundabout. That's a roundabout? Huh. Okay, I think we got all the roundabout stuff clean. Okay. Good. So that one is done. I did not realize we had to clean the benches, but let's go ahead and do it. Oh, heck yeah. That's gross. Can I just sitting down on that stuff? Ugh. Get your clothes all dirty and disgusting. Okay. Yep. So, okay. Was the bench just one thing? It might have just been one thing. Like there might not have been bench seat, bench whatever, bench, yeah. I think it was just one thing. Yeah, that's okay. I feel like park benches are extremely uncomfortable to sit on. I mean, not the most uncomfortable thing in the world. Probably better than sitting on a spike or something, but still. It's very uncomfortable. Let's see. Okay, there's definitely some more stuff over here. Also more grime and stuff over here for sure. There we go. There's some other benches. So let's knock the benches out first. Cause I think that's pretty easy to do. Are they all the same color scheme? Looks like they might be. Kind of primary colors, which I think typically is very typical for kids stuff, I think. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm sure there's a psychological reason for it. That type of stuff there typically is with toy manufacturers. I just assumed that they employed psychologists to talk about types of toys for kids. Maybe I'm giving toy manufacturers more of the benefit of the doubt than they deserve. That's probably true. Now that I think about it. Because it seems like it might be more driven by how much they want to sell versus what's best for the children. Although I could be wrong about that too. It could be both, you know. I don't really know. I'm not an economist or a businessman. I'm just a Snorgle. I can't even manage my own channel right. Although I do have to say that one of the things I'm really pleased with is that the Discord and the live streams, I feel like they're for the most part, the community is very reflective of what I wanted my channel and my community to be, and I can't tell you enough how much that means to me. I think it's really fantastic. It's more than I ever could have possibly hoped for. Let's see. I need tab, and it's not... Oh, that's why. Hold on. There. Is there another one over here? There is. And we might as well do it while we can. It's so funny to me that these look like just like plain... The way they put the dirt texture on it, it definitely just looks like a plain park bench, not a painted one. I think that's funny. I'm sure that was done on purpose. Silly developers. Okay. Yeah, this one in particular definitely looks like it's just like regular wood until you start cleaning it off. That's really funny. That's very funny. Okay. I was thinking about the idea of practicing, and one of the things, before is I love to cook. I really love to cook quite a bit, actually. And when I was learning how to cook, what am I missing? I'm missing something. Over here. And tab, and I'm not seeing what I'm missing here. What am I missing? Oh, here it is. I missed the front, the entire front. Of course. Oh, and underneath. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do the bins. Man, these bins look fancy. A little hard to see though, because they're kind of black anyway. So definitely going to really depend on old Tab for us to let us know how we're doing. Get the outside first. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Are there just 2 bins or 3? It looks like there's just 2. Okay. There we go. There we go. Wouldn't mind playing PowerWash Simulator 2 as well. I played the demo and it seemed very solid. Very good. It seemed extremely good, in fact. Okay. There we go. That looks great. We've got other stuff to do, of course, but it's actually looking very good. I'm very pleased with that. This looks like a beast, so I'm going to hold off and not do it to the end. Let's do Dino. Let's do it. Let's do it. I wonder if I can walk up this slide. Boy, this slide is super grungy. Man. That's disgusting. Look at that. Good splurg. So dirty. This has to be a health hazard for children, right? It's gotta be. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, go down. looking good. Looking good, buddy. Looking good. Or will be when we're done. Purple dinosaur. I guess Barney doesn't have exclusive rights to being a purple dinosaur, clearly. I don't know how litigious the Barney people are, frankly. I'd assume not very, but who knows? Who knows in this day and age? And it's crazy to me how incredibly litigious Nintendo and Disney are. And several people still think very highly of them. Okay. Yeah, we'll get the bottom of this dinosaur here. Yeah, we can't really crawl under. I guess we have to do it from the other side. Okay. I mean, kind of shenanigans, because I think we could crawl under, but, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, here we go. I mean, we got a lot of headroom here. We could definitely crawl under here. Of course, we're wearing this hazmat suit thing, so maybe that's why we can't. Maybe that's why we can't. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oops. Go a little there and a little there. Let's do the outside on this side now, too. Get this all done. Get this dino looking ship-shape. This is definitely one of the harder ones we've done. It's one of the bigger products we've done so far. I thought that house was tricky, but this took a lot more time. Just having to clean up the ground just took... Well, the last video was what, an hour and 20 minutes? Something like that? Unedited might have been an hour and a half. There. Okay, we'll get all the outside first, then we'll get the underside and the inside. I think we need to climb up on, get on the top, I think maybe. I'm assuming that there's dirt up there that we're going to have to take care of. Yeah. The very first level that we played, I think was like a backyard. Maybe not the first level, close to the first level. It was first-ish. That one was really... I felt like there were a couple things there that were really picky, especially in learning how the game works, you know? Okay. I guess we can go up the steps here. That's fine. Let's do before we do the inside, let's do the underside from this perspective. There we go. Yeah. Make sure we get all of this. The heck? Okay. Really ground in. How does this dirt make him ground in underneath it? I don't know. Okay. 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 How did I miss that? There's a little bit here and there underneath here, just a little bit. Just a touch here and there. Just a tickle. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, the bottom of these dino feet definitely seem to be tricky. Thought I saw some over here. Yeah, see? Okay. How's that still? I don't know. I bet this whole thing's going to end up being total a 2-hour job. I'm glad that it saves it in the middle of levels, though. I'm very glad about that. Okay, well, let's do the slide. I don't know if I can slide down, or if we just walk down. I kind of hope we slide. I would like that. I would like that a lot. I'm not planning on it, but it would be a nice touch. An Easter egg. Okay. Let's do the steps. We shall walk up said steps. Okay. Just a couple of steps at a time. Like a lot of things in life. Wasn't there a Christmas special that had something about that? I feel like there was. Maybe still is? I don't know. I don't remember the last time I turned on a TV. It's interesting to me to see the sort of cableification of YouTube. With so many local channels and cable channels now have pay for YouTube things. I think that's interesting. That's not the type of content I consume on YouTube because I'm not interested in it at all, but I do think it's interesting. It's interesting to me how like the cable companies, I think, are in denial about the direction that everything's headed. I mean, my ISP is also a cable company, and they're constantly bugging me to get the triple package or whatever. It's like, number one, I don't see any reason to have something that's not a cell phone, right? Like, I don't see any reason for that at all. Like, who gets that? In all fairness, who gets that? Like, I feel it's got to be boomers, right? I feel like it does, but we did it. Cool. Let's see. Large bridge guards. Monkey bars. Slide's a little bit clean. Stego slide. That Stego slide was just $30. We're not charging enough. I'm just telling you right now, we're not charging enough for the Stego slide. Let's do the back first of this regular slide. The underside, I should say. Oh, this one we can get under, though. I appreciate that very much. You're very thorough under here. I'm trying to see the best way to do this. Maybe this way. Maybe this isn't the most efficient way to do it. I don't know. Yeah, now we're in good shape. Now we're better. Now we're better off. There we go. Just that part up there was kind of tricky. Kind of tricky. Look at the underside of the slide, though, and it should be in good shape. Then we'll get the other side, and we'll get it marked off. Okay, it looks like a little bit there, but nothing major. Get this side. Yeah, this playground is definitely a huge project. I don't think we're getting paid enough, to be honest with you. Also, with everything we've cleaned, it's still only 2 stars? Come on. Like, that's ridiculous. Everything we've done, and it's 2 stars. Really. Yeah, a little thinner thing, but I think it's doing a little bit better job at getting everything. That's so funny. You wouldn't think that the nozzle would be such a careful balance, but it really is. Can I go up here? Oh, I can. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't check to see if I could slide down the Stega slide. We should try that. I can't slide down this one, though. Doesn't seem like it anyway. I can walk up it, but I can't seem to slide down it, so... There. Yeah, see, I walked down it. Let's. I don't think it's going to let me with that, but I wish it would. No. Oh well, it doesn't hurt to check. I mean, much. Yeah. Like, I wonder, are these 2 seats gonna be one? Hope so, maybe. Doesn't look like it, does it? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Oh well, that's a shame. Okay. Get into here too. Like, this is a mess. I wonder how they came up with the idea of this game. It's a very simple premise, but it's so original. Reminds me a little bit of there's a game called Rumor. I think I may have talked about this before, where you're a sentient robot vacuum that ends up solving a mystery. As you're going through doing the robot stuff, the vacuum stuff, there's just this stuff on the floor, and it is by itself cool. I like that. And there's this way you just kind of go through, plow through the stuff, and you end up getting like this vacuumed up, and it's deeply satisfying. This is very similar to that. This reminds me a lot of that. Quite a bit, actually. I'm assuming this is like a little play, belly up to the bar for kids or something. I mean, not a bar for kids, but you know what I mean. It looks like they have like a little. They have seats and a little counter, maybe like an old school diner. Maybe like an old school diner. There was when I went to college, there was like a pharmacy that was really close to the music building. And somebody told me, oh, you should go there because they have the best sandwiches. And it seemed odd to me that a pharmacy would have sandwiches. But I went one day and they were right. The sandwiches were super old school, really old fashioned, but so good, like really solid, a really good deal. The people who made them were really friendly. Like I ate there. I got so many sandwiches there. It kind of changed what I kind of thought about sandwiches. It sounds weird, but it's true. Like, it changed my opinion on sandwiches. There we go. There. Okay. Did you realize there's a lot of things you can do with a sandwich? It's even in a simple form, even a complicated form. Like, there's just a lot of things. Sandwich is a really convenient vehicle for food delivery. Very convenient. Thank you, Earl of Sandwich. That's the right name, isn't it? Earl of Sandwich? I thought it was. Is that apocryphal, though? Is that actually true? Might not be true. Is everything clean on the inside? Nothing's clean on the inside. Let's do that first. Listen, clean on the outside. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Snorgle, what are you doing? Oh. Is this extraordinary Dr. PowerWash? I got your details from Kel. I've got a dirty little house and need us for TLC. Okay, sure. Thank you for the business. I appreciate it. I still wonder why they use this fancy pants shock absorbing rubber compound for the playground flooring, not good old-fashioned creosote. Isn't creosote carcinogenic? Like, I think it is. I was commenting on the rubber and last thing in this flooring. I don't know what this flooring is made out of, but it seems pretty cool. I bet it's nice and shock absorbent, you know? So hurt yourself. Kids get hurt less. Could do the bottom story first, and then we'll do the top story. How am I getting on top of the roof? I'll have to use my ladder, huh? Probably. Let's get as much as we can without the ladder, though, because I find the ladder a little bit of a pain. Not hugely, just a little bit. Yeah, let's get more stuff here. We got the main part off. We really need to get a little bit more thorough here. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think I'm going to need the ladder for that. They're purposely not letting me clean it as much. Which is fine, you know? Okay. Though they are here, so maybe it's just... I'm not sure. Well, I mean, they kind of are. Pretty far away. It's definitely not as effective. But I find the ladder's a little bit of a pain to use, so let's go get the ladder. Where is it? It's over here. Nope. Come here, stop. Let's do it here first. What are you doing? Get over here. Not there. Here. Go up. Yeah, see, it's closer and it's significantly more effective. The part I don't like is, like, you can't lean out and you can't whatever, and so there ends up being this little space where the ladder was where you can't quite get. Which is not that big of a deal, but it bugs me a little bit. I guess you maybe can get a little bit if you weasel around a little bit, but still, you know. wonder how he gets paid. Does he send him like an invoice and they just pay it, or? Okay. There we go. There we go. Definitely cleaning this up quite a bit. We have a lot to go, of course, but again, I'm assuming. See that? I can't get that. You do it like that. I'm assuming there's one on this side too. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I wonder if they fixed some of these in PowerWash Simulator too. You know? I don't. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can kind of get over on the other side of the ladder. I don't know if that's a mistake or. Like I got on a ladder, I'm kind of hanging out. So. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, if I get on the right side of the ladder, I can do the same thing. Cool. Okay. There. There we go. That's pretty good. Pretty darn good. Can we get up on the roof? We can. Okay. This would be legitimately scary if we were up here. It's not that scary, but scary enough. Like standing up here, not strapped in with anything, with any safety harness or anything. Let's see. Maybe we can kind of do that, and then we'll get on the bottom and sort of work our way over. We've done roofs before. We know the drill. We know the drill. 62% done though, which is pretty good. We're honing in and coming in faster. This was a big job though. This was a huge job. I did not realize this job was going to be this big when we took it. No, we really need this one. I would need the soap, actually. I didn't see how I can buy that. I guess I need to buy a container to put the soap in and then put the soap in. I'm assuming it's going to make our lives significantly easier, but I'm not sure. I assume. Man, we've already been at this 40 minutes? Almost? This may be a 3-video job. Wasn't expecting that. I wonder how he charges for this. Is it by the hour? Is it by the job? I mean, when I had some people come over to power wash my fence, this was a while ago. I mean, not less than a year ago. They charged just by the job. They looked at the size of they knew me. They were my landscape people, and they were associated with the landscape people I have, and they definitely charge just by the size of the job. Uh-oh. Oh, I fell. Doggone it. Okay. There we go. We also have the side of the roof done. That's good. That's very good. So I'm going to assume that the roof is its own separate kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. There's a couple of small things here and there that I think might ding me. I think if you get a couple of the small things, I don't think they care. But if you have a lot of them, I think they do care. Yeah, look, like see over here? This is sloppy work on my part. I'll say that. I'll accept it. Sloppy work. That's not how we got to be the premier PowerWash specialty in whatever the name of this town is. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. See if we have just different techniques. See how we do this. See if it's more effective, faster. I think it's interesting. I was thinking about this. And a lot of people talk about NVIDIA and their valuation, and they're like, I think that they are now, I think the gaming market for them for GPUs is it's a side business. Like their main thing is AI at this point. And it's interesting to see, you know. I know a lot of people are predicting a crash akin to the .com bubble. I don't think that's realistic, and I don't think it's going to happen. I think there could be a crash with generative AI. I like AI. I don't like generative AI, and there's a lot of people who don't know the difference. So we think that all AI is generative AI. And that's, you know, what's his name, the one of the founders of Google, was saying that the biggest innovations in AI currently are also the most boring, and I think that's true. There's there's something called this is my word for it, not the techno word for it, but like sort of predictive analytics, where you basically it takes an AI model will go through and look at a bunch of really huge data sets of how people do different things in different situations, and then come up with predictions for what they're likely to do with different sort of percentages and the likelihood that people are going to behave a certain way. And it's highly accurate. It's very interesting to me. And a lot of these things can really be life-saving. I mean, there's some really cool things happening in AI with assisting doctors and helping them make more accurate cancer predictions and things. It's really cool. Do we see anything else? What about this side? Anything else on this side? A little bit. Yeah, just a little bit here and there. The top's looking pretty darn good, but I'm not hearing a ding. Just a few things here and there. Is there something on the side? Let's jump down. Maybe the inside needs to happen too? I'm not sure. Let's head up and see. Oh, okay, well, this certainly is still, that's part of the roof for sure. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. There's a bunch of, oh man. There's a bunch of crap on the roof that you can't see when you're up there. That's frustrating. You have to almost be at the right angle. Uh-oh. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that side. Hold on. Let's get up here. See if we can. Oh, it's green. This is better. Yep. This is better. We'll get this done. There we go. There. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We may need a step stool for up here to get all the little, every single little side, but I think we might be able to get by. Do they? Let me see. Tower roof support struts, tower floors, tower undersides, tic-tac-toe dice, tic-tac-toe poles, tower floor undersides, tower floors, tower roof support struts. Tower roofs. Roofs. So, okay, so but it says 0. It says 0 out of 3, so maybe we need to get the inside too, maybe. Wow, the inside's dirty as heck. Yeah. I do think this is probably going to be a three video series just for this one job. Which is fine, you know? Hang out and talk. Just hang out and talk. Yeah, great. Nice. Nice. Hold on. Yep. Okay. All right. So each individual one then is definitely, that's good. I like that. It's rewarding. There. It's also sometimes very, very kind. Like, you notice that, like, yes, he gives it to me just, there was still some grime on there. It was just like, yeah, you got it. It's fine. You got it. Yeah, I need to get the outside of this too, because I mean, this is not the most efficient thing because it's very thin vein, but it's doing a very good job. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Now we should be able to get it. Yep. Okay, let's get this part. Whoops. It's already gotten good done though, so I probably shouldn't worry too much about that. Oh gosh. Let's go get our, where is it? Here, let's go get this and bring it up. I think we'll need it. What are you doing? Get back here. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. Okay. There we go. Is that clean on the outside? Yes. Must be part of something else. That's fine. I wonder if it's part of that whole triangle thing. I don't know what that's called. Not a joist. It's holding the roof up. Like that support on the end. That's got a very specific name. As opposed to other proper names. But it's got a very specific name for what it is. I can't remember what it is. Okay. No, you come with me, buddy. You're just gonna go down there. Okay. Now let's see. I haven't had a car to work on in a long time, and I'm really missing it. Kind of thinking of picking up a project car. A hobby. I used to do it more when I had more time. My YouTube channel takes up a significant amount of time. I love it though. I absolutely do. But, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. If we get this in, will it say that we got one of the roofs? Maybe? Oh, there's a little bit of grunge here and there. It's so interesting how sometimes you have to just see stuff in the exact right. There. Well, we've got a little stuff around everywhere, so I hope it's going to be kind to us. That's the kind of thing that it typically can get a little picky about, though. I'll just say. That looks pretty good, though. Okay. We may have to go back on top of the roof, though, and see if there's stuff we missed, which is... We got it! Boy, I was super concerned. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely not getting all of this done today. But let's get the roof supports done. Let's see if we can get the struts done. Is that what they call them? Struts? There were 6 of them. Oh, that's its own thing. Okay, cool. I like that. There. That's cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Why is this not... Oh. Didn't have to finish that sentence. Oh, fancy. Look at that. Holy cow. That's one tower strut. Let's get the rest of them done. Heck yeah. Let's go for that gratifying ding. Of a job done marginally well. I would actually think I'm doing an okay job with these. Okay, that's... Hold on. Go over here, because that's a little scrunchy. There. Stop. Okay. Up. Got a little bit up there. Okay. Head in here. Yeah, we'll do this one. Heck yeah. Get all these struts done. All 6 of them. The tower struts, that is. Okay. Okay. Yep. Get her done. Get her done. We got this. Okay. There. Heck yeah. It's cranking these struts out like there's no tomorrow. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, yeah, definitely. It's funny that the supporting thing doesn't go all the way down. It goes down to a 2x4. That seems not great, right? I think from a structural standpoint, you would want it to be, yeah, like this. Not like it's stopping there, it's going on a 2x4. That's a funny choice. And I feel like it's a deliberate choice made by the developers. Why is this one not digging? There. I got my answer. See, this is similar too. It's not the same on the other side over here. This one goes all the way down. This one does not. This one goes down to a 2x4. Looks like it's maybe a 2x6, which makes sense from a structural standpoint. Although I frankly would think they might be more like 4x4s or something like that. But I think that's curious. I think that's an odd choice, especially since they're not that way all over the place. I don't think it's a mistake. I just think it's an interesting choice by the developers. I think it's very curious. Let's go up. See if we can get this one knocked out. There. I wonder what all this garbage is supposed to be. I wonder, is there lore about that? Does anybody know? Like, why is everything killed? Why is everything coated in just this disgusting black gunk? I mean, it almost reminds me a little bit of like if you live any place where they have a lot of forest fires, or wildfires, I should say, not forest fires. Maybe forest fires too. But if you live in some place that has like a lot of wildfires, it sometimes you can wake up in the morning and everything's just covered in this disgusting ash. It's interesting. Okay. There. We got all 6 sports done. We still have a bunch more to go, but I think that will have to wait for the next video. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough of PowerWash Simulator 1. The very first one, the OG PowerWash Simulator. This is very cool. It's super fun. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more PowerWash Simulator. See you next time.